It looks like Shireen of Adadel, our mother, has passed away, and we've inherited Adadel from her. I will give it to my brother because he probably wants a title, and it should stay in the family. So there we go. Alaric, my brother, who I think was conceived while I was trying to sort out that glitch with the war against the Vale. He is now Lord of Adadel. So I still haven't reigned for 10 years in Dawn, so changing these succession laws is still not an option. But I stand by my decision to execute Stannis, because this game is unpredictable. Your lord is always at constant danger of passing away, even if you're not really expecting it. And if my territories of Dawn and the Stormlands were to get split up, I don't really have a way of uniting them again without murdering Stannis and Stannis' son, Caspar. That would be how I would have to get them back. And at that point I'm kind of subverting the whole purpose of this series, so yeah, I stand by it. It looks as though the Iron Islanders are actually marching on our troops as well, so we should be able to take care of them. It's going to be very close actually, but if there's any kind of territory advantage from being the defenders in that province, then we'll be fine. So we picked up 6,000 men from Dawn. We're going to pick up those 4,000 men there from that territory along the coast, and we're going to take them to the Iron Islands, and hopefully in time to reinforce our troops. Okay, so it looks as though we've been engaged in the Iron Islands. We do have the better commander out of the two armies. It looks as though their centre might struggle. Their left flank is a lot stronger than ours, though. It's quite an imbalanced army, so if our left flank can hold out long enough, then we should be able to beat them quite handsomely. Oh. So after abandoning his post, the Night's Watch brother has come to our lands, broken his oath. So I could say no and be arbitrary. I could escort him back to the wall, or I could kill him myself, which I've chosen to do, because all of the other options were stupid. But it was a nice random event nonetheless. Right, so we've got 4,000 men joining with those 6,000 or so. So obviously if they get to that battle before it's over, they will turn it in our favour completely. Still far too close to make any calls. Our left flank is faring much worse than I'd hoped. But fortunately their right flank is doing even worse. There we go, yep, a flank either side has been routed. Their centre should be going soon, in which case we can focus our attention on their left flank where their lord is. Looks like he wanted a large number of men to protect himself with. It's going to take us a while to get the troops there. I'm not sure if they're going to be there in time. But you can see both armies have significantly decreased in size, largely because of the number of troops that have retreated from the field. But in any case, we should win this war now that we have an advantage of now that we have an advantage of 2,000. Not that we won't win the war. In fact, this will probably get us half the war score, I should think. Oh, so I did well in the lists of that tournament. So there we go. It was just an off-form patch. There we go. We've been reinforced. Okay, this should end pretty quickly then. And there we go. We lost 4,600, they lost 7,400, and we have 17,000 men at our disposal. I don't see why we can't chase them down, although we are besieging that territory. The territory can wait. We've got 46% war score just from that one battle, so we might as well just use our troops to hunt down the rest of their armies and then maybe capture like one province and we'll be done. That is a lot of Westerland troops there. 47,000 men. I'm not sure if that's all theirs. I'm guessing large numbers of mercenaries will be involved. I'd forgotten that the Iron Islands even had that territory there, but they seem to be fighting the war on the on the land, which is interesting because I assumed they would have had ships, but there you go. Oh, it's a large number of troops that have risen up there. I don't think they're actually fighting me though. So we've engaged the remaining island troops. The Iron Islanders, and they're routing already, and we've taken out another 2,000. 65% war score now. Isn't this war going by an awful lot quicker than the war to gain the Stormlands? Not that I object to fighting protracted wars, I do like the strategy involved, although the war for the Stormlands had at that point become a formality. Although the race to take control of it did add a little incentive, I suppose. Looks as though we're in winter now. To be honest, I've almost stopped noticing altogether. I guess that's from being in control of Dawn, you don't really get affected by it too much. Oh, it looks as though they've got 300 troops there. 400 nearly. That they're going to involve in this war. Ah, there is a new Lord of the Westerlands. Tion Frey has passed away, and Geryon II is now in charge, who is his son. And he has 2 sons of his own and a daughter. And, oh, Lady Joy is pregnant again. Not really relevant to me, to be honest, but there you go. Oh, King Robert has offered to appoint me as Master of Coin. I see no reason to object. It's quite interesting what's happened with House Baratheon, with its 2 long-surviving branches, one on the throne and one aspiring to gain the throne. If Renly had survived, who knows what kind of chaos would be ensuing. He'd probably still have the Stormlands, to be honest. So yes, no regrets. He'd be dead by now anyway, so... There you go, it's about 800 men, and... there they go, we got 6% war score from killing that number of troops. I guess it's probably time to take on this splinter force here. And I think they've spent most of this war trying to avoid us. But we've got another 7,000 men here, so this is going to be a problem for them. Because even if they continue to evade our troops, we can always just chase them down with the boats. But for now, we'll send the 7,000 men to capture a territory while our main force is chasing down their, I suppose, main force. So that's the rest of their army gone, and we're now... oh no, they've raised more levies. It's never quite the rest of their army, is it? So we've got 82% war score now. I imagine if we captured just a single territory, it should be enough. So let this be a lesson. Woe betide the Lord Paramount who thinks I won't arbitrarily select to install someone else in their position. Our holding in Rainwood is under siege. Oh right, there's some sort of conflict between the Lords of the Rainwood, or what, Cape Wrath or whatever. Okay. Those guys are fighting each other for reasons. In fact, a lot of my vassals seem to be fighting each other, but that's fine so long as they give me the 50,000 men. So that conflict appears to be over. Oh wow, mild winter has actually affected Sunspear, of all places. That'd be interesting to see, a Dornish winter.